Hello, it's Moon Kalmak here, and today I have a cocoa bean farm that is one of a kind. What makes this one special is it actually has growth detection for every individual cocoa bean, so it can, so that unlike a timer-based one, the cocoa bean would only be harvested when it's fully grown, and it won't break itself like if you were to use a observer with it. So, just to show how it's used, just grab some cocoa beans, hop in anywhere in the stream. It's just easier to do it on the ends here for alignment because you can just use grindstones to help you do that. And you just line up and then you just hold right click. And then whenever you pass by a non-fully grown one, you bump up against one that is fully grown. After a short bit, it'll realize that you stop moving and it'll break the cocoa bean. And then you move on. And then each one's a section of 6, so if you want multiple, you just chain them together, and then from there you can just build it as long as you want, and it doesn't need to be a straight line. If you want to do multiple rows, you just got to make sure that you're always facing the same direction where you can plant it, because in this example here, one sec, as it goes around, as you can see, if you're AFK, you'd be just stuck and actually open that when you have to turn around and face that way. And then from there, so you always have to be have your sections, cocoa beans, always be facing the same direction. And then whenever you're done AFKing, you can literally just pop out anytime, and there you go. So, and then for item collections, if you don't pick it up in your inventory as you're going around and it falls into the wire stream, it'll just go into a chest that you just put along the way and where you want. When you build it up, it's very unlikely for cocoa beans to go that far, but if you're harvesting them all at once because you left the farm they all grown up, there's a small chance they could probably jump over and reach into these. It's unlikely, but just in case, you can block up the covers, just take a couple more blocks. So then that's the design. For the redstone, it's only a 7x3 footprint. And now onto the build tutorial. So if you want the compact list of items because you don't care about how fancy it looks, here's the list. But if you want to color code it, which I'm going to be doing the tutorial off of, you're going to need this layout. So then let's start building. I already have the wireframe built, and also for items here, these have to be stone pressure plates. You're going to need some wax for the signs because in 1.20, if you don't wax your signs, this could stop your AFKing, which is bad. Don't need that anymore. Any other specifics? Okay. So, just to start, grab the regular pistons in this line here. So essentially, this here be a line is optional, but if it's fully grown like this here, this could be useful to harvest them all at once. So it's a little faster on the startup when you know they're all grown. So essentially that, and that's already placed. Okay. So then from there, let's place our hoppers. So what you want to do is on your last, let's see here. Yeah, the last one that has the cocoa bean, you want to place essentially a hopper clock, and then do that again. And then a gap with another hopper clock. Do that back. And then essentially do it, shake it up again. So it's double. And then space with a single. So it should be a line like that. And then for your last 2 hoppers that you have, you want to be on the 1, 2, 3. So 4th pressure plate, that's not the blue ice, and have it hopper chain there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So on this one here, I have them loop back in. So that's that one. That's it for the hoppers. So then from here, let's do the gold circuit. So I need those and that. So then from here, actually I might be 2 redstone dust short. Yeah, I am. So add 2 more dust onto the list here because I believe I missed that. Okay, so essentially you want to go to your first one here. Place a comparator going out of it into a block, a torch into the side going towards the flow of the wire stream, and then tie your way up. And then from there, so you should be one above the pistons facing downwards there. and then put in a item of 4 here, and make sure that it's a full stack of 64, so don't use eggs or something like that where they only stack to 16. So that's it for the that gold circuit. And then the next one here is the emerald circuit. What you want to do is place a torch where there is no hopper there, and then go down a block. And this is where I forgot to add the 2 redstone dusts, so I just grab that on the side, place that below, and then from there take out your comparator of the hopper and do a torch tower straight up to the same height as that, and there you go. There's that one. So then that's, and then also remember to put in the filter, well, not filter, the count item, which in this case here is 5. Okay, now we are good to do that. And then the next circuit here is going to be the gold circuit once again. So place down that into a comparator, into a block, and then torch tower your way up on the angle here. And remember to put in the filter, not filter item, the 4 counter items, I guess you would call it. So then from there, I don't need that anymore, I don't need the gold anymore. We'll skip the diamond for now. We'll go back to the emerald one and do the next hopper down here into that, and then straight up again, up to be the same. And then after that, oh, and also remember, have your torch there where there is no hopper, and have a redstone dust underneath it. So then there's that. So that, oh, and then put in the counter items here. So that'd be 5 again. So then I don't need that or that again. So now onto the next line, which is the iron one. So this is the one time where you can put a torch above the hopper and just take a direct output to it. So then torch tower your way up, straight up again. Remember putting the item counter, which this time is 15 because near the end players moving slower. So then from there, this line here is done. The compare is almost done. So let's take the sticky pistons and 6 observers. So let's do that now. So then essentially what you want to do is place your sticky pistons along this line here, and then in front of that you have your observers, so the power is facing towards you. Should be one block over the pressure plates. So then there's that. So then now we want to take the diamond circuit, which was the one we skipped over before, and take all those items. So what you want to do here is go to this one that has the hopper below it here, place a repeater that goes into a diamond block, which goes into a torch, and then from there back. Okay, so then on the other side here, I also place the diamond block, place your last comparator there, then have that go into a block, and then have that go into a slab, which is that there, and then have 1 redstone dust there, have a stair here, make sure the solid side is facing towards the pressure plate here, have your last redstone dust there, so those aren't needed anymore, put your target block here to redirect the redstone into it, place your last torch, which goes there, and then have that go into a block here, which should be able to power the thing above, and then in this one here, place 4 counter items first, and then put 1 unstackable item after that. As you can see, that unpowered it, and I'll pick up that. So then from here, that is the circuit pretty well done. So one way to test it out, and also one optional thing that I would want to do, just as a safeguard, is just grab some decorative blocks. So in this case, I want some jungle stairs to match, and block. So essentially you want to just place blocks or a wall over the ones. That should be fine. So something like that. In the case of this one here, you can't place blocks since there's a torch on it. Just seeing if there's any other concern spot. No, that should be fine. in that spot there, you have to kind of copy that there where you have an upside down stairs to do that, and have this whole side there, and then from there you can, oh, and you have to, if you are placing block there, it has to be a stair block there as well, but there's that. So then to test it, you can just grab any stuff, use some grindstones to help line you up. I'll just, yeah, I'll do that. And then from there, you just lean up against. It should stop, and then it should harvest. And then this one shouldn't fire because I can just slip on by because it wasn't fully grown. As you can see, this one here is the last slow because it takes a while to fall out of it. And there you go. So there you go. You know it's working. So that's the circuit. And then for how long you want to do it, you just repeat this section over and over again, and then whenever you want to go ahead again, you just got to make sure that, for example, going forwards here, I shouldn't have done on the backside, I should have done this again going that way. And that is pretty well how to do the design. Have a good day.